To get a survey, we have to give following details. Okay, let us see. So go to income junction, click on offer wall, now on Woobi. Okay, so 176, 280 and 144 surveys we have. Anything we can try here. So first of all, 144 survey I'll show you. Any email ID you can give here. Okay, any email ID. Enroll. So here you have to give your postal code. Same, if you give same details, you'll get the same survey. So gender male, date of birth before 91 you give, always 30 plus age, like that. So any month, any date. Education level, university degree only you give. Occupation, self-employed. Status, single. 0. English. Okay, submit. If you give these details, you'll get the same survey. So household, are you the person who makes most of the daily purchase decisions? Means always give yes only. Any pet you can give here, including yourself. How many members are there? So 5, more than 5 persons. Searching for your new survey. So according to your date of birth, enter your age here. Gender, again self-employed, full-time. This is not the survey, these are the questions. Where we get survey from these answers. Okay, so next. Think of your friends and help victim of domestic violence. My husband and I got married in 2015, but our marriage began to fall apart soon after wedding day. So read this properly. Thought I was good enough, started to physically abuse me. On multiple occasions my body was, he never hit my face. Thought I was mentally depressed. I quietly accepted the abuse because deep down loved him. Imagine you made the call that saved Geeta's life. Having a helping nature is an attribute desired by your friends, and they will be proud of being victims like Geeta. Think of your friends and call the helpline when you see or hear abuse. So this is the helpline number. So I find the ad by the Enough Foundation to be Favorable. Okay. One evening he was not too happy with the dinner, cleaned up the mess. 20 minutes. I know. The Anna Foundation received a distress call from he is now behind. So read this full story, okay, understand this. So this foundation is favorable. I find the advertisement to be believable. Strongly agree. Strongly agree. Okay, next question. Credible. So strongly agree. Realistic. Strongly agree. If you encounter or come across any form of domestic violence, what is the likelihood that you would call the advertised helpline? Any form of domestic, what is the likelihood that you would call the advertised helpline? Definitely would call. Next. I find the ad by the Enough Foundation to be favorable. Which one I have to answer? This question. If you encounter, come across from the domestic violence, definitely. Probable. Next. So convincing. Here also. I find the ad by the Enough Foundation to be favorable. Okay. Here bad, good, convincing, favorable, and here likely, probable, certain, and definitely would call. Okay, next. Please rate the following statements on violence prevention. Violence is when people fight or hurt others on purpose. Violence prevention means keeping violence from happening or stopping violence before it starts. I myself can make a difference in helping to prevent violence. Strongly agree. Okay, strongly agree. Next one. I can learn to do or say the kinds of things that help prevent violence. Strongly agree. Even when I'm not involved and it's not about me, I can make a difference in helping to prevent violence. Yes, strongly agree. I believe that my actions can help to reduce instances of domestic violence. I can help get someone out of situation where he or she is being harassed. Strongly agree. Okay. Please rate your level of agreement for the following statements. In general, I have a strong interest in the issue of domestic violence. Strongly agree. The issue of domestic violence is very important to me. Strongly agree. The issue of domestic violence matters a lot to me. Strongly agree. The issue of domestic violence is very relevant to me. Strongly agree. Overall, I am quite involved with the situation of domestic violence. Strongly agree. Next, please rate your level of agreement for the following statements. In general, I have a strong interest in the issue of domestic violence. Okay, నేను పెట్టేసాను. Wife should always show respect to her husband. Please rate your level of agreement for the following statements. Wife should always show respect to her husband. Strongly agree. Wife should always follow instructions of her husband. Neither agree, neither disagree. No harm if wife disagree with the instructions of her husband. No harm if wife disagree with instructions of her husband. Neither agree nor necessary to use verbal insults against wife when she disobeys husband's instructions. Necessary. Verbal strongly disagree. Necessary to use physical isolation or physical beating against wife when she disobeys husband. Strongly disagree. Necessary to use persuasions against wife when she disobeys husband's instructions. Strongly disagree. So next, please rate your level of agreement for the following statements. My happiness depends on the happiness of those in my group. Strongly agree. When with my group, I watch my words so I won't offend anyone. Strongly agree. I try to meet the demands of my group even if it means controlling my own desires. Neither agree, neither disagree. It is important to consult close members of my group and get their ideas before making decisions. I act as fellow group member. Prefer I act. Neither agree, neither disagree. Please rate your level of agreement for the following statements. My personal identity depend of others is very important to me.